Welcome back to PFD Auto. Today, we're going to get rid of that ripped seat out of the GLK. Well, as you can see here, this seat has seen some better days. It is coming apart. It's been poorly patched, and it's just had it. So I went on Amazon and I got a new pad. Let's take a look at that. Well, here it is in all its glory, and it matches pretty well, I think. The perforation's a little bit bigger on these than the old seat. I tell you one thing, it sure is a lot softer feeling. I already got some dirt on it, but I think it'll do okay. Let's get this old seat base off of here and see what it's going to take to do this job. From what I found online, you get rid of this screw and that screw. The space lifts up. There's one wire in there for the seat heater. We can just pull this whole thing off. So what we have here is a T30 Torx. And I'm glad we're taking this out. Well, oh, there it is. Number 2. Now let's see if that's the truth. Well, that's interesting. Apparently it's a clip that fits in here. I'm guessing this side has one too. Probably just fell down into the nothingness. Yep, there it is. If they fall, make sure you get these little plastic clips because they just obviously fall right off. So now you can see a single wire here that goes to our seat heater. It's just connected right here with this one clip. So we'll pull that. Oh, it looks like there's 2. We'll get those undone and we'll get the seat off. All right. Now the seat just pops on out of there. Well, we're back here in the PFD Fab Shop, which AKA is the PFD Upholstery Shop. And today we're going to get this cover off of here. We're going to see if we can't get that new one put on. So the first thing we're going to do is just start undoing some clips. Go from there. You can see a little bit better now in the light. This seat is just in rough shape. It ain't getting any better. So it was definitely time to get this swapped out. So taking a little bit closer look at this, you can see why the back just pops out. You can see where the front latches to the bar in front, the screw that holds it in. You can also see it's just kind of held in with plastic clips all the way around, except for up here where it was already coming loose. I guess the seat decided it wanted to be undone too. So let's get this cover off. We'll get the seat heater element out and we'll put the new one on. I've never done one of these before, but I'm guessing just kind of push down and peel up. Not too worried about breaking the plastic on this since we've got a new one to replace it. All right, well that was pretty easy. It wants to come out for the most part. Ooh, this is getting hot fast. Now I got to get this piece out, but I can't get my fingers in there, so I'm just going to use a screwdriver to kind of help me out. Now that all that's done, this guy should come off. I think this might be what's holding us up right here. It's these clips. I kind of knew this foam was also clipped in here, but I'm just not 100% sure how. All right, some little blue clips here. These little blue clips just hold on to these pieces of metal, and that's going to pull us off of the foam. So you can see 3 clips here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 clips there. If I'd have known this looked so bad, I might have tried to replace it too. Now let's get these clips off the back, and then we can start worrying about the seat heater element. how we're gonna get that transferred over. All right, well, there's a couple of different clips in here. There's some white ones that are the ones that go through this foam, I believe. Yep, there you go. Now you can see the white clips here. They just have a little bit different style, but they're pretty similar to the blue. But I think that's the only thing actually holding this foam to the seat. We're just gonna set this here and kick it off to the side. Start looking at this heater element. So you can see here, the heater element, it is glued down and it is underneath this stitching. That is going to be a real pain. Oh, it goes all the way to the outsides too. So if you look at that versus our new one, this one has stitching in all the same places. And it's stitched under there. We might have to reroute this a little bit. Maybe run it around the outside. Maybe cut a slit in here and run it out the side. But first, let's see how we're gonna get this off. The new piece has foam, but it ain't nearly as thick as this. It ain't the same kind either. Kind of wondering we can unstitch this. We'll peel these off. Put some cut that we can just cut through those. I think that's what we can do. I maybe should have thought about this a little bit more at the beginning. As you can see, our little hooks come through here. They're a different kind of hook too. That not being a rail might be a problem too. I guess we'll have to see. Maybe we'll try getting this back on the seat real quick, seeing if it fits right without having the metal rail here. And then, if that works, maybe we'll just cut this foam right through the stitching, apply it underneath this, stuff it back on the car. I'll let you know how that goes. So the clips work fine. The problem I have is I need them to come through here. So we need to cut this out. We need to cut this out, not cut this, tape all of this stuff back down, and then stuff it back into the new seat cover. Wish me luck. After some fancy cutting, I managed to get just this foam off. Wasn't too bad, honestly. It's stitched in kind of a loop. As soon as you start cutting the stitches, the rest of them just kind of peel out. Took some Tessa tape. It's high heat. Use it for engine harness stuff. And, well, that's what I had. You can see it's not holding this down too well, but all this is going to be held together with pressure anyways. So what's up next is I need to make some cuts all the way through this foam. The pad has hooks integrated into it. That's what I cut off of this one to get it to the state it's at now. I need those to pass through here to clip into the foam. So I'm going to set this down kind of in there and judge and guess where those clips are. Then I'm going to make some cuts and hope that it works. There's no going back now. I've cut some pretty big holes in these. They're not the cleanest, but I think they'll work. So now what I'm going to try and do just make sure I've got this in the right way. I think I do. Yep, okay. Pull these rails up through here. See if we can't do it on both sides. And get out of your way. See where these clips come to. It's all fitting in there pretty nice. I think we might go ahead and get rid of these. Oh, we can't. There's metal in that. Well, I guess what's up now is you see if we can't get the foam on here, get it clipped in. All right, so we've got the seat base. We've got our old foam heating element pad inside and kind of positioned where I think it should be. Our clips might possibly work with this. I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna go give it a try. First thing we need to do is run this down through the seat and start working one side, I guess. I think the back might be the hardest part to deal with. So if we can get that in, I think we can get the rest of it. What I might try to do is flip this up, position it the best I can, and just push these clips down in here. Well, there's one. That's 3. It might be smart to put the rest of the clips in before I try to get the leather all wrapped around. And I didn't cut for the center clip. So we're going to be taking this apart, starting over. Well, that worked out better than I thought. I was able to just kind of flop this thing over like you saw and just cut down the center here, and it's not right, but it might work. As long as the other side of the seat doesn't look too pinched or pulled, I think it might work. Also, if it turns out like crap, we'll buy the right stuff. But, you know, we like spending money twice here at PFD Auto. So, see if we can't get those clips in now. Well, there's all the clips. So, if we can fold this back around and it doesn't look completely awful, this might have been a successful mission. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thinking maybe the front, since it's the part that needs to look the best. Did I mention how windy it was here today? Anyways, starting to wrap around. Things are looking pretty good. Don't see anything glaring yet. It is really windy, but it's also like 90 degrees. It's making this nice and hot, stretch well. Now, we can get it up over the back here. We're looking pretty good. I'm not mad at that at all. Not at all. One thing I'll say is I noticed one of these was on the ground. So be real careful when you're doing this stuff that you don't lose your tabs. Now, if we can get it back on the frame, getting it in the car will be the easy part. But with all the extra foam that I've added, I'm not 100% sure this is going to work. We'll have to see. Now, getting it clipped onto these rails. And it looks like the way this one works, you fold this over, push it down onto those clips. Just like before, I'm going to start in the back because that was the hardest part to do last time. And yeah. Well, for Jeebus. I think it might have worked. As you can see, wrapped all the way around here. Heating element is inside. There's a couple wrinkles and things, but it doesn't have a big split down the center. It's not all jacked up on one side. For the price, I ain't mad at this. Now, of course, it's not back in the car yet. That should be the easy part, and then we'll see how well it matches up. So let's see how this fits in here. That looks really good. I'm not mad at that at all. It's a little puffed up here, but I'm sure the Texas heat will take care of that. One thing we need to do is get this wiring connected back up. But I also see that it's just kind of hanging out down there. So I'm going to figure out what's up with that wiring, and then we'll show you it all connected back up. In and on. And while not 100%, I mean, they feel different. That could be that this is really old, that they're different materials. The grain, maybe not be the same. I'm sure it comes in on camera a little bit. Like I said, you can see, oh, that's hot. Flopped up a little bit right there, but maybe just a little heat and sitting in it will take care of that. But it's in and it's on. Now for the test. Does it get warm? Well, the first thing that we'll see here is that the seat heater light comes on. And that means that it's not broken, because if you own a Benz, you know that light will not turn on if the seat heating element has a short in it. Now, with how hot this seat already is, I don't think I'm going to be able to test whether it gets hot right now, but I think it's gonna. That's a really good sign. So I'll let you know how it goes. Well, there you have it. New seat cover in there. The heating element definitely makes it a little bit harder. Had I known what I know now, probably could have got done a little bit faster. And I sure hope it helps you out in the future if you're trying to do the same thing. That's going to wrap the episode for today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, please give it that thumbs up. And if you have any questions, any comments, drop them down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. As always, if you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. And we'll see you next time on PFD Auto. First, I'm going to eat shit.